another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Well, not really. It's more like back to square zero. Because now we have no suspects? What?
Square one?
The square of 1 is still 1!
If square won, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
Ha ha ha! What? You mean Square Enix?
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
What movie?
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
Like the square one?
We
Here we
shouldn't
go.
listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
Coming from the main liar.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
That means you hate yourself? That says a lot about your character.
You're one to talk. Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
Cause what, she's a fee-man?
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab.
You mean in front of your research lab, right? I doubt he went in. Once he did.
He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Why? Was he looking for his motive video?
Motive video?
Oh boy.
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
I'm pretty sure for us to all have a big square clusterfuck, nobody could have someone's video if they had their video. Like, for example, I don't think Kaito has my video. Because I'm pretty sure... Well, there are an even number of us, so it's possible, but I'm pretty sure if we go in a big circle, we're more likely to go in a big circle than a trade back and forth, I think.
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
We don't know that. We're just going by what Kokichi said.
Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
I think that's highly unlikely.
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
You didn't check it? Well, you didn't want to play into the motive, I guess.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
That's true. She admitted that before the case even happened.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
Maybe because whoever had his motive video would have found something out really suspicious. Like, maybe Ryoma wondered who the closest people to him in his life were because he thought all the closest people to him were dead or something, so he was wondering who exactly was being threatened, maybe?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
Did he?
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Possibly Kokichi. We told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video. It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. That would be Kokichi. Ah. Who knows who had who's... Well, Kokichi. Where are you? God, did I go completely the wrong way? I did. Anyways, you.
It's you!
That would be Kokichi.
And you watched all the videos, because that's something we never got a clarification on. You do seem like the type who would watch all of them, but we didn't know for sure. Gotta catch them all. I even got the pads belonging to people who aren't here. Everyone can watch the motive video. But you even got Maki's pad? Oh, well I guess if Maki was standing by her, what is it? If she was by her room and then she wasn't by her dorm, and she didn't care about the video, then I guess he could have easily stolen it. If Maki really cared, she could have kept that in her room that she was guarding, but I guess she didn't care enough.
So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
He wouldn't have had time to do that, I don't think.
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
I think it's the latter.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Oh, but it wasn't there anymore. Interesting.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
Oh? Whoopsies?
And then what happened?
She didn't respond. That's interesting.
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return.
Oh, so he did have yours. Well, okay, now we know that that's a thing.
But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
Because by the time she would have talked with him again, he was dead, I guess.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then.
Which means the window of opportunity is nothing, if everyone is to be believed, which means someone has to not be believed.
Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
But if that's the case, then we have to believe that someone is to be not be trusted, and if that's the case, then that just brings us back to square one.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Kokichi still hasn't piped in on this.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
For murder, you doy.
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos.
Really? So we all had a swapped video thing? Because that's odd. I guess that's possible. There were an even number of people, so it's possible. But again, we still don't know for sure that Ryoma had well, no, we do know that now, I guess, assuming she's telling the truth. If Ryoma did say that, okay. But we don't know that Maki had his. Anyways.
That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
Well, yeah.
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, I mean, it's all about moods, right?
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
You're being a little too nice with her, honestly. It makes me think that you have her motive video, but you don't. That makes you suspicious. I don't like it, no. I guess it really is your just weird gut belief.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
Believing in something else, though, right?
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Usually when they're cut off like that, I don't have to advance the dialogue. This time I do. That's inconsistent game.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Yeah, he didn't answer last time.
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question.
That's true.
Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
When would you have done that? It would have had to have been after 10 p.m. Interesting. If it was after 10 p.m. Wait a second. If you're able to break that nighttime rule, I could see him, taking advantage of Ryoma's suicide to screw with everyone. But how did you break the nighttime rule? That's the question.
Is that really important? Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
So did you or didn't you? Normally he's super up for lying. Him saying nothing is a lot less likely than him lying or telling the truth, I think.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
So maybe he's busy thinking about if he wants to do that or not.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
More ellipses.
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
I mean, if you had the video in the first place, then why did it even go back to Maki's room anyways? I guess because they redistributed them? Without watching them, I suppose.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
I think he has to have.
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party.
Then how the heck did you know what his video was without watching it? You had to have watched it.
I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
How did you know who had whose? Maybe you only watched the first bit? Like, you noticed who was on screen and then immediately turned it off, I guess? Does it work that way?
I see.
Suspicious.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki.
That does corroborate that.
That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
And that makes things weird.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet.
Because if we believe that, then we have to call everything into question.
Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
Oh, really?
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility.
I mean, after all, if that's into question, everything's into question.
If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Indeed they are.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
It would be easier for everyone if it was a lie, but if it's not a lie, then we can't just turn away from that.
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
No, you can't. You're not a human lie detector.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
Oh, now that it could be anyone, that means it could be you again, right, Correcchio? Oh.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
This is very interesting. Obviously, someone has said something small to throw us off course. I think that's what the Monokuma Theater was alluding to. And it would make sense, since as things are, everyone has a perfect alibi. But that's impossible. So, even Ryoma, in theory, has a perfect alibi. Like, I would think he can't kill himself by drowning if you're not allowed to go during the pool at nighttime. So, even Ryoma couldn't have killed himself as far as we know.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime.
Okay. Which means he had to have been killed in the morning, right? Or at least later that nighttime, but then could he have been drowned in a body of water that wasn't the pool? Could he have just been drowned in the tank of water in the magician's room, I suppose? That's a possibility, isn't it? Whoever did that might have figured out the trick to our tank and taken advantage of it. But that means anyone's a suspect, I think, pretty much. But then when were they placed there? Oh, I know when they were placed there. They were in there the whole time when they were bringing in the piranhas. Wait, when did they bring the piranhas? In the morning or the night before?
I'm telling the truth.
Starting to think Anji, but I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point. Ellipses. Is it a lie or the truth? Do I get to lie now? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of this case. So that means this is when I get to lie. That's what we're saying? Yeah, I'm really unsure. I'm liking this. We're pretty far in. I'm still not entirely sure. Because, I mean, they've pretty much just gotten to the point where everybody got a perfect alibi. And it's like, well, that means somebody's fucking fucked. I said I would believe in Kaito, and that means believing in Maki. Really? Whoever Kaito stupidly believes in, you're gonna believe in now? That's silly. That means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. So now we have the argument thing? Change where this argument's going, just like Kaede did. Oh. Oh, just announce. Oh, another one of these. Boring. Alright, fine.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie!
Can't say the two of them met now. That's too obvious a lie. Oh, so I'm supposed to lie right now. Gotcha. Alright. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone...
I met with Ryoma.
Gonta's account, what's that again? Gonta went on top of the stage. No one was in... No, that's irrelevant.
The previous night.
Insect meet and greet. This would have been after 11, so this is irrelevant, because we're looking at after this.
What a load of crap!
Maki alone. Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. Okay. Alibis for yesterday. No, wait. This is the same thing. How is this different? Oh, okay, this is slightly different, but it still doesn't cover past 11, and that's what we need.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
I think we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to take Maki alone and turn it into a lie? But on what statement?
Did anyone see those two together?
I think I'm gonna have to say that I did. No, apparently not? Damn.
Surely they would have come forward already.
Oh no, I have to hold it down, that's right.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
As expected, Maki is...
Alright.
If you can't prove your claim...
Okay, I've got a couple ideas here. I think I have to lie. I mean, I think they're saying I have to lie, so I think this is the lie.
Ryoma the previous...
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Whoops. Oh, wait. No? Why'd you wait till now to reveal that you saw Ryoma? There's no reason to keep that information to yourself unless you are lying with us.
Damn it!
What? I'm not saying I met with Ryoma, I'm saying I met with Maki, or something. I don't know, I'm not sure.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that place...
Really?
I'll reveal the truth.
That feels like more or less the same thing, but okay. Like, either way it feels like the same thing, but yeah.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
By saying you were with her, which means she's gonna have to buy into that lie. I don't know how I feel about that. Cause like, yeah, if no one can prove that the meeting took place, versus, what was the other statement? Did anyone see those two together? Okay, that's different, I guess. I didn't see them together because I can just say I was with Maki. Yeah, that is better, I guess. I was just in the truth. I was in the heat of the moment. Oh well. Yeah, I get it. It's weird when you're dealing with lies because it's a lot more vague, I feel. But, yeah.
Oh, please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night.
That's true.
And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late.
We actually didn't start at all. That means Kaito's gonna have to buy into your lie, you know.
Huh?
Okay, Kaito, either catch on or shut up.
Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything.
Okay, that's too obvious.
Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs. when we heard two people talking.
Yeah, it's a load of shit, but okay.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one.
I think by now Kaito's gonna have realized that you're full of shit.
But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
I see, you're being vague on purpose, so it's like, I know one of them was Maki, but... How can you not pick out Ryoma's voice? No, objection! Ryoma has such a distinguishable voice. That's one of the best parts of his character, is that he looks like some, short, nobody, but then he's got, I got the deepest voice in the world. So how could you not notice that? That's a lie. Objection.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Okay, you suck at lying, Kaito. At least you're gonna back me up, though. Ellipses. And she realized. She knows.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
Of note, Harumi was the first one to go, what? Which seems to indicate that she might be the killer, but I don't want to think that way.
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant.
That's a good point. They had been meeting up every night, though, it's true, to do squads, starting yesterday, or 2 days ago, or what day is it?
I had no reason to bring it up.
It would be 2 days ago at this point. Anyways.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
Who else would she be talking to?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner.
Oh, you crafty bastard, you.
But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
Here's the thing, though. I remember the game saying at a certain point that there would be points where you could progress the trial either with a truth or a lie. And as cool as I think it would be to progress it with lies, and I love doing lies as much as I can, I didn't see any way to progress that with the truth. Am I just not thinking about it? Or am I just not at a point yet where I can go on branching paths? I don't know.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
I mean, it's a bit late for you to say that you heard her, but sure.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time?
Didn't think it was relevant. We didn't know there was going to be a murder.
If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked.
As an ultimate maid, that makes sense for you, but for us, there was no murder going on, so we had no reason to.
We are still part of a killing game after all.
We wouldn't have been at the time.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face?
It's making me think she might be the murderer, but I hate thinking that because she's like my other favorite, pretty much.
That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
So where does this leave us?
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Well, sure, let's go with that.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep.
The reason for the lie is because he believes in Maki, because he believes in Kaito, which is a bit ridiculous, but, you gotta start your belief somewhere, so I guess he's gonna go strong.
Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
Oh man, that's dirty.
That's right. You can believe me.
Seems you're even better than a liar than Kaede. Back when Kaede did, everyone saw through lies immediately. I guess that was foreshadowing that we'd be switching characters? So you're the most devious of all the main characters.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too.
Belief shall set you free.
There's that line again.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
Now I think that's a lie. I think if anyone saw through it, it'd be you. But, nah.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Yeah, he knows. He knows that he knows. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's pretty obvious that Kokichi figured it out, but he's not going to say anything to keep things interesting, I bet.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But that means no one's a suspect.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
Yes, indeed. If everyone has an alibi, then basically nobody pretty much has an alibi. That's what that means.
So, everyone is culprit again?
Pretty much.
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
That's true, which narrows things down somehow.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Before it was moved above the stage, maybe? When Anji and Himiko had it brought in? Which means the people that were helping her bring it in were, you know, Kurumi, Kaito, Kibo, and if there was somebody else I'm forgetting.
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
Yeah, I do remember. And no one suspected you yet, which makes you extra suspicious this far in the trial.
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around nighttime, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. It couldn't have been the morning after. That leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
That's what it seems like.
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
But was the piranha... Okay, this leaves two options. Either A, was the piranha tank even in the gym during nighttime? Like, was it in the gym during nighttime? Or was it placed there in the morning? If it was placed there in the morning, then it could have been stuffed into the tank while it was still in the mage's room. And because of the fact that the other sides are all wooden, nobody would have been able to see in, I think. And so they wouldn't notice that he was in there while they were moving the tank. That's assuming it wasn't already in there by nighttime. I'm not sure. I don't know if they've clarified that. Otherwise, they climbed in through the window through the pool, but that, I think the alarm would go off anyways, wouldn't it? I don't know.
Dick cheese?
Her funny insults are starting to slightly less be funny when she says so many of them in quick succession. If you say them a little less often, I'll find them more funny, I think.
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
Which means you sleep often? Which means Anji could probably slip by you.
What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
But you're still saying that she might strike out.
I don't even play baseball.
It doesn't have to be baseball. It could be basketball, or soccer ball, or sports ball, or sports ball.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
But it had to be placed in the tank at night, I believe.
Calm down, everyone! Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
Again, you're not cutting me off on purpose. Again, it's inconsistent. Sometimes when it has that cutoff line, the game forces me to move forward. Other times it doesn't. I wish it would be consistent. I really do.
I see through your arguments.
What?
Disagreement? What? A disagreement?
Oh.
You mean you're split down the middle again?
So this is what we're doing. Okay. I'm gonna pay attention to who's on the side that, who's on which side, because I think depending on which side people fall on, I might be able to narrow down the culprit that way.
Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds. Yippee!
was definitely thinking they'd do that split down the middle thing back when it was two suspects versus each other, but I guess this works too.
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Seems like our opinions are split on this matter. If we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Okay. Split opinion. How does this work again? I kind of forgot. I gotta match the statements, right? Who's on whose side, though? Is someone gonna be left out because there's 13 of us? There'll always be an odd number, won't there? Pretty much. More or less. During nighttime the next morning. Interesting.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Announcement!
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others before the announcement.
Yeah!
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Yeah!
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
The
rules!
piranha tank
Fuck!
is too far from the gym's entrance.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Off limits!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
Yeah.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
So you're on that side. That's suspicious.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Yeah. When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. Yeah, I got it. Ryoma's body was put in the tank. We have to defend that point. Yeah, okay. The fact that Kurumi keeps opposing us at this point. I don't know. I don't want to think it's her, but it's seeming more and more likely.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others before the announcement.
Okay, now we go to Mist.
Is it not possible you...
Kimiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
And then this section
Remember,
is...
the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
I don't... What's
the
that
piranha
one?
tank is
Fuck.
too far from the gym's entrance.
But pool next
Tank!
to gym also
Fuck!
off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
This one's harder.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Testimony!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too. Remember, the rules state that you
Yeah, I
can't...
know. Okay, it's... I wish we didn't have to do all of them again if we fuck up. I don't know. It's... I wish the ones we did wouldn't appear anymore. I don't know.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others before the announcement.
Okay, go to Mist.
Is it not possible you...
Kimiko!
We
This
were
one's the
right in
really
front
one
of the
that's fucking
door.
with me.
There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Oh, rules! Fuck!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from...
Dang!
Got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
Yeah!
But pool next to gym.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki?
Tenko!
Okay.
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Wait a second. Oh. Oh, I forgot about this part. But this brings up something that I was unsure about that they never clarified. I thought entering the gym was prohibited. Not that...
This is our answer.
Yeah. I'm unsure about that. Because I thought entering the gym itself was prohibited, not that they lock off the entrances.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could.
Okay, so this is where the sling is coming into play. Alright, that's true. Okay, that's a good point. You know, it's hard to concentrate when they're saying when you're busy focusing on keywords, but, okay, I think I'm getting it. So they're right. So, I was thinking, so the tank, what we're saying is, this is something I wasn't sure of. The piranha tank was already in the gym during nighttime. That's an important detail that I wasn't actually sure of, but okay, I think we know that as a fact. Assuming that's a fact, You couldn't have put it in, like, let's say, back in the mage's lab and had it carried there. No. Okay, the window was open, so that makes sense. So his body went in there, through some kind of, the dinghy mechanism, by catapulting it somehow, using the handcuffs or something. But the only question is, how did they set that up? And, and how did they drown them without him touching the water? Because back when he was still alive, before he drowned, he wouldn't have been allowed to touch the water, right? It still would have counted even if he was involuntarily touching it, wouldn't it? I don't know.
I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
Sure.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by.
That gets into semantics, though. Does it count as going in the gym if you, like, put your hand on the window sill?
Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
Yep.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
Sure.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That's suspicious.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
So when was it placed? That's very intriguing.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window,
Yeah.
the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Can be with a scooper duper whooper pooper.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
And now Gonta's suspicious.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
That's not proof.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym!
Not quite.
You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right?
They might have been able to place the pane from there. Pane, not plane. But they wouldn't have been able to place the body because they would have to be on the other side, right?
So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
Problem is the ladder wasn't on that side. It was on this side. Don't think that method is possible because ladder couldn't have been used in that crime. I can prove it. The ladder can't be moved. There was no time to move it. Ladder doesn't reach the window. There was no time to move it, I think? Apparently that's wrong. Couldn't they have carried out blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. No, they couldn't have carried out during nighttime because they can't go in the gym at nighttime. That's what we just went over. So your assertion is wrong.
I was wrong!
No, she was wrong with what she just said. You couldn't have possibly moved it at nighttime. You can't go in the gym at nighttime. Fuck. I don't know. The ladder can't be moved? Can? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, okay. Alright, great. Ladder was easy to move. I don't remember that at all, but okay.
I was wrong!
I really don't remember that ladder at all. But alright. I guess it doesn't reach the window. I didn't remember that, but okay.
That's it!
Sure. Even though the other thing is also true.
The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage.
I didn't even think about that. That's true. That's a good point, but at the same time, you couldn't have moved the ladder from one location to the other during nighttime. It was impossible, because during nighttime they couldn't go in the gym, so they couldn't have taken the ladder from there and put it in the other place. Which Anji actually just said you could, and yet it was acting like she was right. Which she wasn't. Whatever.
If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it.
Also, you wouldn't possibly be able to use it on the pool side because of the nighttime rule not going in the gym, but sure.
The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Still, you could probably get kind of close and just chuck it up in there, couldn't you? If Gonta could chuck it from really far down, other people could probably chuck it from a little higher up. I guess. If they were able to carry him, he is kind of small. How fat is he? How heavy is he? How heavy are you, Ryoma? 88 pounds. Yeah, he's pretty light, relatively speaking. Relatively speaking. Is he lighter than Himiko? He's lighter than Himiko. He's pretty fucking light.
Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the poolside, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
You see, that's all you had to say. That's what I was trying to say, you frickin' frackfruit.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Dadoy.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with.
Why is that?
It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
I suppose. What? But that completely throws a hole in the whole tubular theory. Because how would it be placed carefully if you were... unsure.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
You don't need to be stronger, you need to be smarter.
Sorry, you're right.
Don't be so sad that you can't be the culprit.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Oh, what's your explanation?
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
Fuck you. I will, but fuck you.
I actually don't know that yet.
Yeah, don't open your big mouth, Kaito.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
I have an idea based on the tubular thingamadooger and the scratch marks, but I don't know the full story yet.
Seriously?
Serves you right! You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty! Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks!
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for.
Yep.
Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
Stop pinning it all on me.
I know. I have to do something, but...
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. You gotta figure it out on the spot then. You don't have time to waste. Lipsies. Am I really not good enough? Am I? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Oh? What? Yeah, you're thinking about it the wrong way. Don't think about how to get in there. Think about why it had to get in there like that, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Ace turning logic.
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out...
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it.
That is true.
We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
That's also true. And he couldn't have possibly been drowned in the pool. If it was nighttime, he could not have been drowned in the pool, which makes it more likely he was drowned in his own room. And, if I remember correctly, where is it? It should be one of the lowest ones. Large enough to fill a good amount of water in it. He was drowned in his sink. Interesting. But how did someone do that without him suspecting anything? That's the thing. That's why I keep going back to Kurumi. Because, like, who else could have, bamboozled him?
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Sure it is.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Yeah, perhaps they did it on purpose. Perhaps you're sweating a lot, maybe. Just saying.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Well, no duh, we know that. It's important to remember, it's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
Indeed.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
Nino? Like Nino from Fire Emblem? She's also a mage. I ship it?
Himikawa under the bridge?
Himikawa? Who the fuck's that? If we can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. It's much too soon to quit. The trial's only just begun. Really? Seems like we're pretty far in to be just saying it's just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
Oh. Now bring on the tsundere.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
And what? You're a proper detective? Not that you can help us much with this, since you didn't really investigate, since you were busy guarding your blood room. Just take the initial compliment, or the initial... Just take it. Alright, new debate. Archive, piranha tank, wet staircase.
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was
Black piece of fabric. Floating in the pool. At first glance, it looked like trash. God damn it.
relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Oh, nothing in his room? You mean the sink, but that's not something to present, right?
Drowned in toilets? Impossible!
Yeah, we can't.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool.
No, it's not.
Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
No magic.
Well, it must be the pool then.
It's not.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
I can agree with that. How's it death is certainty? Ryoma drowned in the water. Yeah, and I think he drowned in his sink. But that's not a piece of evidence, so I'm not sure what they want me to do. Pool seems like the obvious answer, but no, of course it can't be the pool. Oh, is that what we're trying to say? I thought that went without saying. No, okay. Again, sometimes the game makes leaps in logic for you, like, for example, of course it's in the piranha tank, which is something I thought I was smart for figuring out, and then other times it's like, well, gee, where could it have been? It's obviously the pool, right? And so we're supposed to say it can't be the pool. I thought we were trying to say where it could be, because I know where it could be, but no, we're trying to say where it can't be, even though I think it's obvious that it can't be there, because of the rules. Alright, fine.
First, let's establish the
Pool
crime
rules.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Was relaxing.
Nah.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water. Got a toilet, doesn't he? Drowning toilets.
Impossible.
We should consider places where water.
The only place that fits is the pool.
No, because pool rules?
Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Is that the only weak spot?
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Shut your mouth, you
See, sow.
Sal!
Is that the only weak spot? That is the only weak spot. Okay, I know what to do then. I wasn't sure if there was any others. Alright.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water. He's got a toilet, doesn't he? Drowning toilets. Impossible. We should consider places where water is stored. The only place that fits is the...
That's wrong!
This shouldn't even need to be an argument.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Yeah, this is the thing that should go without saying. Not the fucking fact he was in a fish tank. Blah, 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 blah.
No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool...
And for him to die, he has to already, you know, be living. Yeah.
I think I might cry.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
Giggity?
In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
Giggity.
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
No, I think this isn't Bow Chicka Bow Bow. This is Zugga Jugga Wugga Jugga, or whatever that was. It'll keep changing every time. All that'll stay the same as the Zugga.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
I don't know sports, but someone's probably offended by that.
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
A sink? Was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue. Oh, okay, now's where we do this. Goddamn, where's the sink? Scratch sink, go!
This is it!
The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
That's right, bitch.
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
Oh, I have no idea what handcuffs, right? I still haven't fully figured this part out yet, but I'm gonna go with handcuffs. Where are those? I don't know where those are. Handcuffs!
This is it!
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Are we saying he was being drowned while the handcuffs were placed on him? I don't know.
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room.
Okay.
The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
So when his body was being placed into the tank, that's why the scratches got on the windowsill? I thought that had to do with the tube that moved his body somehow, but I guess not.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Indeed.
I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
And you would know because you have, like, literal photographic memory, I think.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
At least you have a literal audio recording memory. I don't know about photographs, but that would help.
So, the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Seems likely.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Piranhas will eat everything. Can't judge it by that. He could have been nasty.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma?
That's the question.
He could have used Shikuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
Yeah, that's what's making me nervous, because Karumi could have done it with her teeth. I can't think of any other way. Please someone bring up another way.
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him.
Indeed.
Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
If only we had someone like, you know, Dr. Brenner.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by...
By? Oh? What, did you figure it out and you don't want to say it?
Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh shit, what did you figure out, you fucking fuck, you fuckity fuck?
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
That makes a lot of sense.
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
Now this is going weird places.
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
And we're just gonna ignore that. Gotcha.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
Well, where did it all go? Into the pool, I guess. Because it's true that there wasn't much water in the pool to begin with.
Alright, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
I think we already know that.
But how did the culprits carry his body to the gym from there?
He swung it. She swung it. She swung it with the tubular tube.
Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
If they had some way to tightrope across.
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
Was there a shortcut?
What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? The pool. Oh, well, the window, doy.
There!
You started my cursor on it.
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab.
None of the windows in the school open? You mean except for also the one... All the windows in the pool open is, like, I think what you should be saying, but... And Monokuma probably did that on purpose to, you know, be like, hey, shortcut, lol.
And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Yep.
Do you think a culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window?
Maybe.
Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window.
Question is there anything that narrows down who that could be?
How's that? Mission complete!
It's not quite that easy.
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier.
True.
The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder.
Yep.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
Yes, please do. See you again maybe in a couple cases. What?
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
We've moved forward a little bit, but now we need to understand the gap.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Ellipses. What do you think, Maki? Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. Determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found. To figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. And it has to do with the dinghy, I'm sure. Then I have to analyze the possible... Oh boy. One of these. When you have to deduce how things are connected, Psych Taxi will start up. Have we not done this yet? The objective in this mode is to gather the letter cubes. Did we only do this in the demo? Oh man. I forget what we did and didn't do in case 1. Use the X button to accelerate, and the L stick to move left and right. Yep. Now that we're playing as a dude, will we get any dudes, or will we still get chicks? By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Indeed. Once you complete the question, you head toward the escort's correct answer. If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there'll be other cars on the road. Hit those, you'll take focus energy. If it's getting dangerous, use R1 to concentrate. Okay, great. Great. Please respond at your earliest convenience. Alright, Psych Taxi, go! Okay. Now this was first concentration. What? Oh jeez. I wonder where this is going. From the window? Or... No idea where this... From... The body... Wait. The boy was brought from where? The what? The body was brought from where? Well, we know where it was brought from. That part's easy. thinking time! This part isn't even thinking time. We already know this part. Lab window. Good! Okay. Next part, I guess? This part is so silly. It's not even really a quiz. I guess when they get to the cars on the road, it kind of becomes one, but at the moment, I prefer the boarding mode from Danganronpa 2 better. I think that was objectively better, at least at this point. It could get better later on, but right now, I prefer the Danganronpa 2 skateboarding. Like, even if you miss letters, it doesn't matter, because you'll just come back to ones later. The body was brought to the gym from the pool window, right? The road's getting smaller. No cars on the road yet, though. Body was brought to the gym from where? I know the answer. Can I just fill it in, like Jeopardy or whatever? Wheel of Fortune? Okay, what are the answers? Okay, thinking time. I get it. I'm thinking. What are the answers? What are the answers? Gym window. Jesus. This part you don't even need to think about. This goes without saying. Alright. Maybe this part will actually be a question. So far, these are things we knew without even... Oh, geez. This one seems long. Oh, things are getting blue now. Through the... Jeez. Thinking time. Gosh. Oh, that's a car! Jeez. It looks like a letter. It blends in. They have the same, like, coloration. And that other car blended in with the background. Okay, now I have to focus on the road if there are cars about. So I can't look at the words right now. I'll have to wait till thinking time to look at the words. Almost got it all, I think. This is a long one. I think I saw a Monokuma on the road. Some crazy. Was that it? How was it moved from the classroom window to the gym window? I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. This is the part I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. We're gonna figure it out through multiple choice. From window to window. I mean, multiple choice. A 2 multiple choice. Yeah, that mode's pretty lame. At least at this point. Again, it might get better later, but for now, the mode in Danganronpa 2 is objectively better as far as I'm concerned.
I've got it! Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
With the dinghy. I don't know exactly how, but yeah.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
Sorta.
I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
Although if it was, I'm voiced by the right person.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
That's right, he couldn't be thrown because then the body wouldn't land neatly and perfectly.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Yep.
Huh? Equipment?
Now I'm taking a good look at Kurumi, and she's got a lot of black going on that could have a scrap of clothing, just saying, but
With this equipment, they can connect the 2 windows and move the body to the gym.
Yep. Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body. Oh, the rope? The rope. Okay.
There! The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
But the 2 didn't reveal it, I did.
What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, That rope was in the wing of the stage.
Okay, this was last night, not this morning. Alright.
But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason.
Interesting. So it was in the wing. Where's the wing? What does the wing of the stage mean? But, alright, whatever. It was moved. Gotcha.
It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Alright.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
Seems like there are two different ropes, doesn't it? There's the rope plus the cord.
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet.
So, more than enough, I guess.
And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet.
Oh. Math. Oh, that's just short. But they could probably make it if they used the cord.
Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
What? I'm sorry, what? The width of the pool is 35 feet. Distance from edge of the pool to the windows? Oh. Screw you. I thought you meant like one side to the window, other side to the window, so a total of 32. Okay, you mean 8 feet on both sides. Be clear about that. And in that case, it would be 51 feet? Gosh.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
Mm-hmm.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Miu's probably said that at some point.
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
Well, doing it from Ryoma's room is easily possible. And doing it from the stage with the ladder would also be possible, so there you go. It's doable.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
That means they just had to have been in both places, and now that we know that the time of death was any time during nighttime, alibis are all out the window, so they had plenty of time to do it.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one more rope.
And they actually did have one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one, though.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
Why did you think it'd be possible with more rope, actually? What led you to that conclusion? You're right, but why? I'm sure there was another rope. At least something that could be used as a rope. Ah, jeez. I hate this. I hate this. I hate the way they set this up. Just put me in the screen where I pick evidence normally. Yeah.
This is it!
The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
But yeah, I mean, what's so hard? I still can't get over this. What's so hard about just throwing me on this screen? It's easy. It's something I'm used to, and it's not going to throw me off, as it did in the first case. Now I'm used to it, but it's still weird and seems pointless.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side.
Oh, actually, now that I look at it this way, that's true. That's true. To get from one end to the other, to tie one end, and then you'd have to, one of the sides would have to be reachable from the pool side, and it's not, so... But if the rope is longer, then yeah, it's definitely doable.
And tie cable to other window.
Yup. And then they use the dinghy for something.
Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Surprising that you know this, though. This seems too smart for you. What's the trick? What's the catch?
That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Indeed. So what was the hoop used for? I guess the hoop...
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
That's always bugged me. The way that word spells out, you should say knowledgeable, not knowledgeable. But whatever.
It's nothing. Gonta used ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Okay, that's how he knows.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Alright, so that's where the dinghy comes from. Also, I think if they're really agile, like a maid, they could probably take his body and just climb across. But, yeah.
Eureka! I got it!
What'd you get? And don't say a female erection.
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
I don't think he said that.
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
Really? I'm pretty sure you perspirate a lot.
We get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
That would be evidenced by the scratch marks on the cuffs. The problem is, I say she because I keep thinking of Harumi now, would have had to get the body into the tank, so they would have had to go with it.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Oh, I love their relationship. I would ship it if I didn't sort of ship Shuichi with Miyu. And if I didn't sort of ship, you know, Kokichi with Kaede. Kaede's dead, but, you know.
Tarzan?
What's wrong with Tarzan? So what if it's not an anime?
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
Oh! I missed that. Say it again. Ah, okay, that's what you meant. I was so focused on just the dirtiness, I didn't think about the reference.
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Well, no, because they also had the dinghy. Whatever that thing was called.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank.
Is it in our evidence? The dinghy? Let's see here. Pool rules. No, I don't think the dinghy is in here. But we definitely saw the dinghy. I don't see the dinghy in here, though. Alright.
They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
There's the hoop that's not in our evidence. Ellipses.
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
He's trying to help, but he's also being a little fuck about it.
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
More like don't confuse me with your talk of navies. You trying to be my navvy? It's a really fucked up navvy. You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true the culprit needed to place the body directly in the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. Obviously, the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body close to the window themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. The little thing, the tube thing, right? What would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
Now you're gonna build me up again.
What?
Listen up. do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
You? You mean me? Stop treating me like a sidekick.
It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event.
That sounds dumb. I'm gonna be my own main event.
And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
Is that hinting at something?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick.
Is that hinting at something?
I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Is that hinting that someone was using a sidekick unknowingly, like Anji using Himiko as a sidekick unknowingly? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can do this. I solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. Main event. Something was used with the rope to move the bias between the windows. I'm still not sure what freaking and I haven't forgotten Shuichi's inner monologue about how I didn't realize how cruel it would be to be betrayed, or something like that. He said something like that. I haven't forgotten that. At some point, game, you better clarify that, you fucking fuck, but, yeah. Oh, jeez. It was the dinghy. I don't know what it's called, though. I don't... What? What did the culprit fashion? I don't know what you call it, though. The hoop? The... I don't know. This is going to be a big guessing game for me because I don't know the correct wording of this. Ruh? Oh, that's right. Fuck, what do you call this? Ruh... I have no idea. Oh, it's an anagram? Wait. Oh, it's wrong. There's no E. Okay, there's no E. Shit, I don't know what this is. Or wait, I have to say the next letter in the word. I'm gonna click on things. No, I think this is where I game over. Wait, can I do anything else here? Flash spot. Right, I forgot about the flash spot. Yeah. Okay, so flash spot. Shit, what do I think this is called? Don't be stupid. O? Was it an O? That's just what, rope? No, they're not gonna say rope. That would be stupid. That would be stupid. There's no way they're saying rope. I don't believe it. Oh, that's right. That's 2 P's. Now I'm being stupid. It is rope. Rope what? Rope wah. I'm really not sure here. Rope something. I really don't want to get a game over. I don't know what to say here, though. I should be sure about this. Rope, way, rope. I'll do the W. If that's correct? Okay, where's an O? Rope, way? Really? This is so stupid. That's correct! Are you kidding me? We know they used the rope. That doesn't help.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
The fuck are you talking about? What's a ropeway? I've never heard of that. Like, used a ropeway. When I hear that, I think, oh, I hang to the rope and made my way down with a rope. What? Like, I've never heard of a ropeway in my life. What are you talking about?
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
I don't know what a ropeway is. What is that?
Wow, you got brain damage or something?
It would be brain damage, but maybe. What is a ropeway?
You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Okay, first of all, I know what vessel you're talking about. That's what I thought I had to pick out with my Hangman's Gambit. I thought I had to pick out the flickin' floating dinghy-madigger. I didn't think I had to talk about the rope. I knew they used some kind of ropeway, but I don't like that. Definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. Yes. This is what we should have been figuring out with the Hangman's Gambit, not the frickin' other thing. Ropeway. What even is that? That's a term, I guess? Alright, it seems we have to deduce an I got it. Mine. Gotcha. Objects dig up. I know. This one I already did do, for sure, in case one, not in the tutorial. At the beginning of the answer, I think, maybe I'm wrong. Use the L stick to move the cursor, erase the pieces with X. Erase 2 or more of the same color, connect. Did I only do this in the tutorial? I don't know. Teach some paint and change color. White, pink, yellow, white. Do it right. Yeah, white, pink, yellow, white. White, pink, yellow, white. White, pink, yellow, white. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. X button repeatedly to mash. Alright, cool. And now I have 1 heart left. What are we doing? Move cursor, delete piece, show height question, select image. Right, so that's when I actually find it. I have to actually select it, and I can't forget that. What did the culprit use? Okay. Alright, it's this thing. Well, fuck you. God damn you.
I see it.
God, you're quiet when you say your see-its. You don't see it very
It's
well.
the inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
Yeah, the tube. That's what I thought you wanted me to say with Hangman's Gambit. That was really throwing me off. Ropeway. The fuck is a ropeway?
The inner tube?
I mean, I get that they use the rope, but the term ropeway, I've never heard that used as a term before. Like, you know, in that manner. Nah.
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side? Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides.
Okay.
The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was something like that, but I didn't understand the exact science. Now that it shows it like that, yeah. I can see that. Okay. Sure.
And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along.
Sure. Okay.
The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway.
Must have been very confident in their skills.
And used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill.
Nah, that's sketchy. I mean, at what point are you breaking the rules there? Monokuma might have given them some leeway, but...
That way would be more stable, and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
Yes, a ropeway, because that's a term that exists apparently.
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
Is it?
It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Were you really entering if you place your foot on... Like, there's some antics of it all.
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
When did you get asked that question last time?
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
The killer. They asked for a clarification before they did their route.
Eh?
You can't say. Can you?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
Well, even if that's true, they're not going to tell you. Oh shit. Lipsies.
Oh shit!
Well, he basically all but confirmed that this is indeed the method they used.
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot! Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
This seems like, enough to merit him getting killed at the end of the case, if you know what I mean.
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Oh, Monokuma ellipses.
Pops?
Oh shit, you're gonna be disowned. Monokuma ellipses.
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
So now what happens?
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
That's pretty surprising coming from someone who used to get bullied. Well, no, I guess you'd want to defend yourself, but Monosuke was the one who was calling you out as a little shit for killing Monokid.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes.
Like the mistake I made when I killed Monokid.
I want us all to get along.
Ellipses. Monosuke ellipses.
Monodam's right!
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Maybe this was all part of Monodam's plan. Monosuke ellipses.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up?
Just because we know it was definitely used doesn't mean we know who used it. Good thing they didn't say a gender.
But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
And maybe now it means I can admit to my lies being a lie.
So Culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Or maybe this is a bad time for that and I should keep it to myself and wait till the trial's over. Maybe I should never admit it so that people won't see it coming next time. I don't know.
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Fucking ropeway.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy ass shit!
Well, they were murdered before the ropeway came into it, but sure.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
That is true. Although it wasn't all put away, it was all scattered and shite.
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway.
I suppose. But that means they would have had to, like, swing down actually like Tarzan.
Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I will say I've been paying very careful attention to things that Kurumi has been saying, because I want to believe she's not the culprit, so I've been looking at things to point to her innocence, and she has not been very helpful since we went on this route. I think she's the one deterring us, and I hate thinking that, and I hope I'm wrong.
I see! The rope was thrown from the window! That's why we found it there!
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Now she finally speaks up.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
Indeed.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
Because they couldn't get in the water. They couldn't even come close.
I believe that was an accident.
Oh?
An accident?
We did see that ripped piece of clothing.
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Now, was the clothing ripped from Ryoma or ripped from the culprit? Hopefully Ryoma.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
They had to. The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. But we still have to point it out. They don't like water. No time it was nighttime. They didn't notice it. It was nighttime.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
Still no game overs, but my life is so low.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
I just bet you I'm gonna game over whenever we get to this big final confrontation with Kurumi question mark or whoever it is. Whoever it is, we're gonna have some kind of big showdown.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope.
To pull it up would, I mean, I guess they could try, but it would be, I mean, well, how heavy is that tube? Well, I guess it has to be pretty heavy to, well, debatable. Gonta could probably do it.
The steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
That's right. You'd have to, like, tie it around without going in there, which I don't think you could do, yeah. I mean, if you could get it tied in, then you could pull it up, but if you could get it tied, then you could probably go in and get it anyways.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Do we have any pole in question?
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Yep.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
'Cause you're the lazy type as well.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
Huh! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur!
I don't think so. Whoever this is very crafty. Seems the opposite is true. They made one small mistake, but,
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
Making that one mistake is what makes it not a perfect crime, but sure.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us.
If Shuichi had never lied, it might have been the end for you.
Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough.
Yes, this seems like a very much planned out murder. I mean, the murder itself could have been spontaneous, but there was a lot of planning involved in, setting everything up. They went through a lot of effort to get them killed in a, suspicious way.
Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway.
Fucking word again, stop it! Bone on the meat!
Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
But who is the culprit? Is it you? You would have a lot of respect for yourself, wouldn't you? I don't know.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
Respect them all you want, we still have to vote for them. And I don't know who it is. My best guess is Kurumi, but I hope that's not true. No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. Oh? We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
Yeah, knowing the plan is great, but if any of us could have done it, that doesn't help much.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
Indeed it would be. Kurumi.
So, who is it?
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event.
Oh, really?
But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Now you fucking fuck. Do you think you're endearing? Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, duh.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Oh, don't make me pick. I know who I'd pick, but I hope I'm wrong. You do? Oh, fuck.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
Are you? What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes.
Okay.
So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
Oh boy, I will say it's not incredibly obvious right now when they're making us pick, which I think is a good thing, but is it too unobvious? I'm not sure. All we have to go on is the black scrap of cloth, but there's a few people who wear black, so... No, it's how they knocked him out and got him unconscious. It just points to Kurumi and I hate it.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right! I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi!
Oh god, and you're Kyle Bear. You're the ultimate at believing in other people. Yeah, oopsies. Need to believe in my deductive work. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. It had to be prepared in the gym well beforehand, so the murder wasn't spontaneous? So what does that mean? Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That's true. I know who I'm gonna pick first, but I hope I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong, but I'm gonna do it. Please say I'm wrong.
It has to be you!
Really?
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
No! Why? That's like my two favorites in the same case, pretty much. I guess I just have to fall back on Miyu's breasts. But really? Oh, come on! Really? Why couldn't it be Tenko or some shit?
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh man, really? The only reason I even went there, it's A, the black, and she has some black, and also because, you know, how else would they get him unconscious like that, unless it was, you know, in their tea and they trusted them. And I hate that that's...
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
Why couldn't it be you? You were never suspected once, even though it was super suspicious that, like, the way you were fondling Himiko all of a sudden. Why couldn't you be suspected at least once, even if you weren't the culprit? God damn it.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Yeah.
Is this true, Kirumi?
Honestly, I feel like I'm grasping a little bit. I don't have much to go on when I picked Kurumi, to be honest, but it seemed like the most likely.
I cannot believe you would suspect me.
Oh boy.
If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
Alright, so what do you suggest?
The wrong choice?
I mean, after all, if she's not the killer, then it would be the wrong choice.
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision?
No, I'm not. I don't want you to die.
I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Oh, I really want you to be right. I really want to be wrong. Please refute them. Please do a very good job at refuting them. Fuck. This does not feel good. One of my favorites is killed by one of my other favorites. I'd say they're all in my top three.
I'm not the culprit.
Top four. Because Kokichi and Miyu are up there, I'd say. Kokichi, Miyu, Ryoma, and Kurumi were my four favorites, I'd say. So, if that gives you an idea.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime?
Alibis for yesterday. Oh, let me guess. Yeah, Miyu. Okay, wait. Kurumi. This is still not consistent. This should have Miyu on the right side with Kokichi and Kurumi. But anyways, yeah, for 5 minutes. That's right. For 5 minutes, no, like Kurumi was unaccounted for. 5 minutes is probably enough to set that stuff up. But yeah, so I think it's gonna be alibis for yesterday.
I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
She does?
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body.
True.
She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
Okay, to force Kuruma to implicate herself, my logic has to be airtight. There's a hole in the story somewhere. Okay.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin and has a nice body.
Is this it?
She and Ryoma could have totally shared an inner tube.
We all could have, except perhaps Gonta.
That's it? I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm wrong? It's not going to be that. Well, I'm glad that this is hard now that we're this far in, I guess. I'm really not sure where they're going with this.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Insect meet and greet? Shuichi, Himiko, and Anji are brought in five. Maybe... That's all that is. What exactly does this say? Shuichi Kibo, for the insect, all five of Himiko. Ichi was in the ultimate, Kurumi was in the gym, little till before, but okay.
And you have no alibi, do
Maki alone? That has nothing to do with it.
you?
Witnessing Ryoma. Last person who saw Ryoma was Gonta, was around 8. I'm gonna ignore that one for now.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have.
Monokuma File 2. The cause of death was drowning. Afterwards, the victim's body was... Okay, I think it actually is going to be alibis for yesterday.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous.
Okay, I think I know what it
That could have
is.
been done by anyone.
I think it is the alibis, actually. Alright.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most...
Fuck! What? No? I have no alibi for nighttime, but the others do not have bias either. Well, I'm talking about when the mechanism was set up. No, that's not what you want? Too shallow to justify being... Damn it! Okay, I'm not really sure what they want then.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
I'm very unsure.
The crime was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the
Evidence that proves he's the culprit? No, I don't have that as far as I know.
culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work.
I'm really not
But someone
sure.
like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Could have been done by anyone. Is it this statement? Wait. Ugh.
That's wrong!
It is! Okay. That seems iffy. I'm not sure about that one.
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
I feel like that would have worked for the other statement. It's iffy. The wording is iffy.
Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
Yeah, that's the important part.
And why do you believe that?
Because of the alibis. You had 5 minutes to yourself. Not enough to commit a murder, but enough to, you know, set up the glass pane and stuff.
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
I'll say this is a very good setup case, and I'm not mad about being. I'm not mad that I'm right that it's Kurumi. I'm mad that it's right that it's Kurumi because I like Kurumi as a character, not because I think it's too obvious or anything. It works. I'm just mad that it works because I like her. Anyways.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation.
Also, it's going to be another girl killing a guy, so that's interesting. So they actually did go repetitive this time.
That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
That's so much for Kirumi turning into the new assistant again. Although I think she's the same person who played, I want to say Kikyo. God damn it, no, what's her name? It started with a K. I'm forgetting names. The sidekick character of Makoto in the first game. I'm forgetting her name, legitimately, with the purple pink hair. I'm legitimately derping on her name right now. So I think she's the same voice actor, so it'd be weird if she was a psychic again, so I guess that's true. But anyways, what?
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only, like, 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up.
Kirigiri, that's it. And you know how I remember? Because you're thinking of the kitty thing from the stupid song, if you guys have seen that. Anyways, Kyoko Kirigiri. Gosh. Kyoko Kikyo. That's why I'm getting it confused. Okay.
Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
Yep.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh, jeez.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
I really wish it was, Kirumi. I really wish it was. No! I don't want to do this! I like her too much! I guess I should stop liking her. She's a bad person, I guess. Or something. Fuck.
If it were solely the rope and
I have
partition,
no idea what the motive is.
I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window. But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Boom!
I'll cut through your words!
I was waiting on that. I knew that's what it was going to be. I mean, I hadn't checked the rest of the evidence, but I had a pretty good guess.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Can I actually see what she was saying? I can. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Looked like scratches from the handcuffs, but sure, let's go with that.
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi?
Now's the part maybe you want to say what you were saying earlier, Kokichi.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Hey, listen.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
There's still nothing directly indicating her, I don't... Well, okay, yeah, the 5 minutes, but that's pretty trifling on its own.
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
It's only for her sake if she's not the killer.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit.
But
I cannot allow that. Because I must do this for everyone!
the hell does that mean? For everyone? Following Kaede's wishes? The hell does that mean?
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
So you're not the killer? What are you getting at? Okay, I was thinking very much about the motive. You seem very much about serving people, but... And that's why I think it could have been you. But it comes back to Case 4 of Danganronpa 1. It would make sense for Asahina to be able to slip it to Sakura, but it would make sense, you know, when you think about theoretically, but when you think about emotionally, it would be in character? And this is the same thing. Would it be in character for her to just slip a drug to Ryoma and kill him like that? I don't think so, as far as we can know from her character, so what's the angle here?
So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Who is they? You don't mean us? Where is this coming from? Do you mean Kaede? Like, you're following her as her weird, in a weird way? One thing I thought of is Ryoma was going to try to kill someone, so she stopped him. But then, if you're going to serve everyone, you'd think you'd die and let us all live. Unless you think that you are so good at serving people that all of our deaths are... No, I don't know. Her response seems genuine, yeah. This at least seems in character. The question is, if this is in character, then why did she kill Ryoma? And why would she be... Maybe she didn't? Maybe... I don't know. What did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kurumi innocent? No. Stop thinking like that. Let's say Kurumi's guilty, but she's also doing it for our sakes. What does that mean? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi. Who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Finally, the hero takes the stage. Kaito? Okay, I was wondering if something like that would happen. Good on you, Kaito.
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us.
Yeah, especially when you said they.
It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Yeah.
Someone who isn't here?
Uh-oh. Ellipses.
Someone outside of the academy?
Double uh-oh.
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Oh, well, fuck. When did that happen? So it did wind up fucking us all over. Shit. This is why we should have just listened to him from the start and watched them all together. Ah.
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
That's extremely... Really? Is that all it took? She seems so devoted. Okay, but that's... Is that really... Is she that weak that she doesn't think? She's willing to serve everyone and anyone, but she especially probably serves some people over others. And as the ultimate mage, she should be getting to them as quickly as possible, and she thought the quickest way out was to kill? Really? I don't like that.
Is that true?
Ellipses.
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Assume what?
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
It is?
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really.
Okay.
So please believe me. I am not the culprit.
I really want to believe her, because I feel like at this point, if she's lying, then it changes the core of her character, which, I mean, I guess is fine, but I want to believe her.
I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die.
This is a really good act. I must admit, it's a really good act. If it is an act, I don't know.
Because I made a promise to Kaede.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing. I kind of like that you made that promise to Kaede.
She wished for all of us to escape together.
And that can't happen if we're all dead. Ellipses.
I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid.
I'd like that too, Kurumi.
I wish to serve everyone.
Okay.
So please believe me. You have to!
I really, really want to.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gota just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
If she would, then she's a stickly little sticker. And she's being very committed. But that would be just how it is to be an ultimate maid.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
But she probably treated some other people even better, if that is what this is for.
She really is like a mom.
Then maybe her child, quote unquote, is the one in danger. If it's literally her child, then I could, yeah, maybe more see her committing a, murder.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Who, him? Or the mom who decided to take advantage of her trust? Our trust.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Ellipses.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
I will say, up until now, whenever we've cornered a culprit, around this point is usually when they confess. Or if they don't confess, they make it very obvious they're the culprit and are just, in denial at that point. She's doing pretty good if she is the culprit. I don't think I can think of anyone who was this good at, defending themselves once the blame was really heavily pushed on them, and they turned out to be actually the culprit. I mean,
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct?
there's a little bit more to it actually, but,
But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis.
plenty more of them don't have alibis either.
They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
Sure.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Oh boy, is this when Kokichi's gonna bring up his little thing though? I mean, come on.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
Oh.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. Yeah, just like I'm scared that I have to lose one of my favorite characters. Ah! So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit?
I guess.
But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
So which angle are we going for?
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body.
I think the okay, I think I know what they're going for then. It's going to be the scrap of cloth. That doesn't pin just on her, but yeah.
If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
Oh, really?
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
I really don't think this is damning evidence, but sure.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
Because that's what it points to.
Don't you want to protect everyone?
I do. But my everyone I don't think is the same as your everyone.
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
I really, really wish it was.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Oh, it's the first time I think you've ever really insulted anyone.
You can't save anyone!
Ellipses. No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm gonna present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. All I can think of is a scrap of cloth. Though I don't think this is definite proof, but I'm gonna go with it.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
I think the real clue, the real nail in the coffin is how the fuck did anyone get him unconscious without a fight? Because they laced their teeth. I mean, but, eh. That's what originally led me to think it was you in the first place, and Shuichi hasn't even brought that up.
It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle. Because, like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off.
So how did they stop it?
To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed.
Yeah.
For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Ow!
Yeah, so what?
Gloves.
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
I'm remembering that one time where we had Kyoko take off her gloves in Danganronpa 1. I don't think we got to see it, but apparently her hands were badly bruised. Mind taking off your gloves, Karumi?
Hirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
Shut up, Korekiyo. I kind of thought you were the culprit. That said, I don't even dislike him. I like Korekiyo decently much. I just like Karumi more.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how that black called fabric fits into this is the key to everything. Make it all clear now. Oh jeez, fuck. Oh wow!
You are incorrect.
That's fancy. How do I do this again? Oh right. How do I do this again? Rhythm, 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 fever. No, that's all there is to it? Okay, I gotta hold it down though.
Truth.
Wait, what?
That's just your empty deduction. You
Right, okay, there's no hold.
Everyone.
You just tap. Okay.
You are incorrect.
Gosh. Fuck.
What is this truth?
Wait, what?
That is just your empty deduction.
What holding?
You continue to confuse everyone.
I'm totally gonna game over.
You are incorrect.
I'm holding it. Wait, that doesn't work?
Truth.
Wait, what? I don't know. I don't get the hold ones. I'm not understanding these hold
Continue
ones.
to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
These hold ones don't make sense to me. Like, do I release them at the timer? That's something.
This last trial,
I don't understand the hold ones at all.
Stake. Because of your self-righteous truth.
Oh, Square was at the
Everyone
end.
might die.
Blah, blah, blah.
In this class trial,
I never get those ones right.
Because of your self-righteous truth.
Aha, caught it that time.
Everyone might
I
die.
didn't. Yeah.
In this class trial, Everyone's life is at stake! Ah! I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it.
Oh,
Seems you wish to pin me
That's
as the
weird.
culprit.
I think I'm getting
You
it.
do not have any evidence.
Ugh.
You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you
That's
interfere?
weird.
I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only
That's
wish
disturbing.
To protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning. But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. Ah!
I did it?
What does that piece of trash prove?
Oh. Kirumi's gloves!
It ends here!
Kinky?
The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn.
Yeah, as I said. Ow.
But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
They had to replace it?
And it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
Does anyone wear gloves at all? Otherwise? Well, I guess Korekyo wears like white bandages. Do those kinds of gloves?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now.
Gloves and all. Actually, hey, Miyu wears gloves too. And they're black, but they have fingers, like, so, yeah.
We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Oh shit. How do we do that exactly? That sounds scientific.
Well, Kirumi? Will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me, and I won't turn away from it. If there was a second blood perk, I wonder... I mean, I'm pretty sure... yeah, like, if she cared that much about protecting her people, you'd think she would have just went for it when the first blood perk presented itself. Just hearing that a video existed... And, like, the video could have been faked. I don't know. Seems iffy to me, Kirumi. You lack conviction.
I will show you the truth.
I wasted a free time on you. Damn it. Oh boy. Alright. Handcuffed victim. Okay. Evidence made of metal. Used as a petition. Handcuffed victim. We're in the gym. Oh, there's Ryoma. For the murder, what was put on the victim's boom. Okay. What was taken from the pool? Okay. Carried the rope. What was taken from the pool was... No. Wait. Piranhas swimming... Okay, that's easy. Swarming in the tank. Hitting the... Where was the body carried to? Piranhas. Okay. Jim's window frame and rope. Is that right? Yeah, I was unsure about that one. What? Oh, did I just game over? I was so close to making it through the whole thing without a game over. Are you kidding me? Why would they think you did it just like that? There was no logic. Oh man, I was so close to making it through a whole trial with no game overs. Fuck. Fucking alright, skip through this. Seen it all before.
We can't let it in.
Fuck. Damn it, I was so close to making it through a whole trial with no game overs. Now I'm all sad and stuff. Wait, oh, they gave us different locked ones when you do it again. That's interesting. So the ones that are locked are randomized. I didn't have this one before. Friction on the glove. Okay. Now that one's that. That's weird. Okay, now we got the handcuffs there. Alright, carried the rope. Rubber inner tube. What? Fuck you. That works. That's correct. The inner tube. Fuck off. The inner tube? That's bullshit. Piranha tank lid. Okay, this one has to go way earlier, I think. What was used as a partition? Okay. Metal handcuffs in the water. Then took from the gym. The evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. Okay. Jim's window carried the rope. Thin and long item the culprit took from the gym. The rope? Okay, and there's things down. Jim's window frame. And then what's the other option? What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? That's wrong, so I guess it's this one? I'm not too sure. Apparently it works. So what is this exactly? Are you kidding me? Rubber inner tube, hanged inner tube. That's a little bullshit. I'm gonna call slight bullshit on that, but whatever.
This is the truth of the case. The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act.
Wait, we're starting in Act 5? That's weird. I guess because we had our first 4 acts in the case 1? I don't know.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m.
Oh, we start with Act 5 and then jump back to Act 1. That's weird.
While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone.
Would you call that a flash forward or a flashback?
It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank. And removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder.
From the picture, it looks like she was going to knock him out, but that seems stupid. She would just give him tea. That seems
First,
pointless.
The culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
I don't think so. I think it's much easier if you think she just slipped something in his tea.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And
That's
shoved his
horrifying.
head into the sink filled with water.
Ugh.
From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled.
But she kept him pressed in there. That's sadistic. Drowning is something I'm extremely afraid of because I almost drowned once as a kid, so that just hits me right in the feels a little bit.
The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
Hoof, hoof, hoof. And ho!
They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame.
Taut, what a fun word.
And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope.
I thought I saw a naked woman. I did see a naked woman.
After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym.
I will say, if we really are just saying that she knocked him out from behind just with like some kind of pole or something, and that's going to be pretty stupid, because the whole reason I suspected her in the first place was because I didn't know how anyone would knock him out except if someone like laced his teeth. But if it is that someone just knocked him out from behind, then I pretty much could have had no reason for suspecting her, so it's just kind of silly.
With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body.
And also the other sides were made of wood.
After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence: the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
Did they have to do their plan at nighttime, though? How premeditated was this exactly? That's what I want to know. I mean, I suppose...
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
I mean, I suppose they didn't have to do it at nighttime, but I guess everybody else was sleeping, so I suppose there's a reason to want to do it at nighttime, but even still, risky, and the risk didn't pay off, as it were. Criminals are always super cocky until they make one slight mistake.
Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
I will take any last EIs now if you have them. Ellipses.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi.
What is? Which part?
My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive.
Oh yeah? Maybe I should have requested we had to have some giggity sex before. Well, I had the chance.
But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi...
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available.
Do we know that the warehouse didn't have any, though? Really?
Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic.
No gloves. That's an interesting design choice, Monokuma.
But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
And solvable, I think we should say. Ellipses.
So, it's decided.
That it is. I'd like to at least hear a bit of a monologue about the motive before she dies, though.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
Minosuke.
We don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
Himiko?
That is right. No need to worry.
I'm still holding on to the fact that fucking Shuichi had an inner monologue where he said, I didn't realize the truth would be betrayed, or my trust would be betrayed. Either that means he's gonna die, or he's gonna betray me in some way. Neither have happened yet, and I'm not gonna forget that line. That's gonna stick with me until he dies or betrays me in some way. If neither happened, I'm calling bullshit game. You can't screw with me in their inner monologue. It's their fucking inner monologue.
Oh, Monodem, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
I choose Monokuma. Oh boy. I choose Mantaro? Alright, where is she? Oh, now I press X? Why would I press X now? Why wouldn't I press triangle now? I have to use triangle to confirm everything except for that?
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Wait, I got one? Oh, I bet Kurumi voted for me or something, right? Or Kokichi to be crazy.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Are we not gonna bring up that I had one vote? Okay, that's the end of the class trial. Holy poop, A's all around. Haha. And I had to do a retry. At least I got a decent number of coins. Can't get one for one goddamn trial without retrying. Trial without retrying. A, the letter A. Anything that wasn't an A? Anything at all? Straight A's, baby. Oh boy, that feels good. Details? Logic difficulty. Oh, so I'm getting... wait. What is... oh, normal times 1.3. That's what it's saying. It's saying I'm on mean, so I'm getting normal times 1.3. And if I was on easy, it would be like divided by 1.3 or something. Cool. Alright.
Oh my!
You all voted correctly. What an unexpected and unpredictable outcome. And with that, I actually think I'm going to end it. Again, I'm not exactly sure how I did these back in Danganronpa 2. I'm going to check my videos after I finish recording this. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time on Danganronpa 2, or 3, V3, Killing Harmony. Next time, we'll watch The Deadly Execution and what comes after that, before Chapter 3. Till then, still an outro phrase, and, wow. Damn it. Okay, I will say this game, I still have to hear the motive, but I will say, so far this game is 2 for 2 for pretty good trials all around. Pretty good chapters. More than I can say for Danganronpa 1 and 2, because Danganronpa 1, I mean, Case 1 was kind of ruined by the Leon message. And in Danganronpa 2, well, you guys know that I'm not a huge fan of Case 2. Whereas this game, though, I think both are pretty good so far. I don't exactly like who the murderer ended up being, but doesn't mean I didn't like the case. So, yeah, see you guys next time.